What's up guys, it's Rob and this is
me, Jessica.
And we are going to show you guys some of the basic power moves from a sitting position. Now this is something we're going to use in our future videos, so if you don't know how to do any power moves or you want an introduction to the class, here's a good place to start. And this is especially good for you if you do need a chair to assist you during exercising, and there's nothing wrong with using a chair. Jessica's going to be the model for us today. So we're going to start off in the sitting position here. So Jessica's going to go ahead and sit down. This right here is just going to be called a power up. Now if you notice, she has her ankles, knees, and shoulders in line. She has a nice tall back. A lot of the times what you're gonna naturally want to do is sit down and hunch over and use this back of the chair. We're not going to use that at all. So she's going to be nice and tall. Good. That means she's engaging her core. Her hips are tilted forward. That's perfect right there. So we're going to do a power up. So this is the most basic power moves, and this is something that you should be practicing while you are at home, and while you're driving, while you're sitting down at the table. This is something you want to focus on, this position. It's a strong position. Okay, so before she powers up, what she's going to do, she's going to lean forward, and you see she's prepping her body. She's using her body's momentum to explode up. She's going to explode up. And you see when she explodes up, she spreads her fingers, she pops her chest out, and she breathes out. Now at home, you're going to probably want to count to yourself, because a part of what we want to do is also get your voice activated. Voice is really important, okay? So let's have Jessica do 5 power-ups now. Don't do them too fast. What you want to do is add a little pause, okay? Because we're going to really over-exaggerate this movement, and she's going to pause before she comes back down. So she's gonna go down, power up, and down, power up. She's gonna go ahead and continue that. Go ahead and continue that, Jessica. Perfect, so good. She's popping her chest out. She's flicking her fingers. Wanna focus on flicking those fingers. Good. And then she's also leaning forward to use her body's momentum to drive up nice and fast. Now there's different ways you can power up. You can power up to the side right here. That's probably the basic one. You can even change the angles, which is also good, like she was doing in the beginning. She kind of changed up her angle. And you can also power up all the way to the sky. Perfect. So again, different ways to do this, but the thing you want to focus on is popping your chest out, flicking your fingers, and opening up that chest. So that's the power up. Now let's go ahead and go to the power rock. And the power rock is focusing on shifting weight. And now I'm doing the standing version kind of. She's going to be doing the sitting version. That means you're still off of the back of the chair. You're shifting your weight from your side to side. Okay, she's on one side of her butt to the other side of her butt. And this is really going to help us with transitioning. Now if you think about this, you do this a lot throughout the day if you're using your body properly. And that's what we want to do. We want to use our bodies to their full potential and make everyday movements easier for us. Okay, so this is going to help us with transitioning right here. So she's going to power rock. So what she's going to do is she's going to take that's the standing version. Remember the sitting version is kneeling. Okay. So Jessica is going to power rock right here. She is going to do the kneeling version. What she's going to do is she's going to take her right hand and then place her elbow on her leg. She's going to reach up and she's going to extend her other leg. Now what she wants to do, and what we want you to focus on, is tall as you can. Spreading those fingers. A lot of things to think about here, but it'll become a natural movement soon enough. So this is the position she wants to be in. She's looking at her hands. Then when she rocks, this is the actual movement part, she's gonna rock and change positions. Rock, and she's gonna flick those fingers up, straight up, look at her hand, and she's leaning to one side of her body, to her left side. Now rock, she's changing it up. Rock, and good. And she's just gonna keep that going right here. So she's gonna flick those fingers, she's gonna breathe out each time she flicks those fingers. Perfect, and remember, she's not leaning up against here, she's extending the leg. Now if it's too hard, you don't have to extend the leg. Okay, let's try it without extending the leg, Jessica. Yeah, so if it's too hard, you don't have to extend the leg. But ideally, that's what you're gonna do. It's gonna really force you to move your body to one side. Now, here's how you can make this movement a little bit harder. When she power rocks, let's rock to the right, Jessica. Knee, with the leg. How could you make this harder? You can take this arm and reach to the floor. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and try a few of those. Here's what that looks like. Perfect. So Jessica has that good form right there. This is what we want to strive for. It's okay if you don't do it perfectly at first, but this is what we want to strive for. Now you don't have to get to here first. Start with the basic power rock and then get to here. Perfect. Now let's go to the power twist. So for the power twist, we're going to focus on trunk rotation. That's really important, right? We want to make sure that we utilize that core, and that can just help you with everyday things, just like reaching for something, reaching across to the countertop, right? So it's going to really help us. Let's make sure we get into a powered up position for this power twist. So let's get powered up, Jessica. So this is going to be the start of it. This is going to really tax your shoulders and your rotator cuff muscles over here. Just if you're doing this properly and you're engaging the muscles back here. So when she twists, she's going to really rotate her trunk. She's going to clap, and notice that she's not meeting her hands in the center here. She's all the way here. So first she's going to open up and do the other side. Open, twist, and she's really rotating her trunk. And open, twist. A good thing to do is count here. Open, twist. And you would count the number that you're doing. Now, here's the mistake that people make a lot when we open up. If I say, if she's meaning to twist to the right, here's what she might do. She might accidentally meet her hands in the center right here. And you're kind of cheating, right? You don't want to move this hand. You want to twist all the way and open. Twist all the way. Yeah, here's what'll happen sometimes. You'll open and you'll kind of meet in the center, and that's what you don't want to do. Okay, so full rotation of the trunk's what we want to focus on, okay? Perfect. Now, power step from a sitting position. This very closely resembles getting out of a car, okay? Now, we're in a powered up position. She's going to step to the right, so she's going to take that leg, lift it. She's pointing her right leg to the right, and she's going to step out. Perfect. This is probably the most challenging one out of the sitting positions. So step to the center, step, step, left, left, center, center, right, right, center, center. That's what it is right there. This is really challenging because it forces you to really lift that leg and move it in a big way to each direction. Now, if that's too hard, here's a way to modify it. Instead of stepping both feet, she's going to just step one to the side. So Jessica will step to the right, and center, and left, and center. That's a way to modify it. Now, if you want to make things harder, you can add an object here. Okay, you can add a book, a pillow, something to step over, and it's going to really force you to open up that hip and step over something. So that's a good way to make things harder. So that's the power step. Those are the 4 basic power moves on the chair. And we will catch you in the next tutorial for the standing positions.